Moonshiners Tale of what lives too far back in the woods. Tonight's story comes from deep inside the Florida swamps, a place moonshiners used to hide from the law. But sometimes, when you go far into the dark woods, the law is not what you need to worry about. This is Moonshiner's Confession, the only survivor of a late-night moonshining run that turned into a nightmare. If you're watching this in the dark, don't say I didn't warn you.
This is my confession to you all. It was mid-October, when the leaves were turning and the nights grew longer. You ever get that feeling in the woods, like you ain't alone at all? Yeah, I used to feel that way too, before I learned better. My name's Eli. I grew up in the backwoods just outside Tallahassee. And what I'm about to tell you, this isn't a spooky story or some old swamp legend. It's what I survived. When I was 18, me and my best friends, Caleb, Red, and Tanner, ran a little moonshine operation. Nothing big, just enough to buy Christmas for our families. We weren't criminals, just broke boys trying to make something of nothing. Or still sat deep in the swamp, so far in the trees you can't even see the moon. So quiet you can hear your own heartbeat and start praying it stays steady. The night it happened, something felt wrong. The air was too cold, the birds shut up early, even the bugs sounded nervous. I was tending the fire under the mash pot when I heard it. A crack out past the tree line. Not a twig, not a hog, a step, a heavy one. I figured maybe a boar wandered too close, so I grabbed my flashlight and stepped into the dark. And I saw it, between the pines, standing like a shadow that forgot to lay flat, was something huge. 9 feet tall. Shoulders like a barn door, covered in long, wet, black hair, dripping like Spanish moss. And its eyes. God help me. Its eyes glowed red like fresh coals. When it screamed, it sounded like a man and a gator dying at the same damn time. I ran. I ain't ashamed. I ran straight for the shack and slammed the door. The boys laughed at first, thought I was spooked by a bear or high on fumes. Then the scratching started. Slow, deliberate claws dragging across the wood. Red's smile died first. Caleb stopped laughing. The thing circled the shack 3 times. Footsteps so heavy dust fell from the rafters. Every now and then it stopped, like it was listening to our fear. Then, a big crash with one massive arm. It tore Tanner straight through the wall. One scream and then he was gone. We bolted into the swamp. Branches ripping our faces. Boots slipping in the muck. We didn't know where we were headed. Just ran away from that. Red got yanked off the trail so fast his boots stayed where he'd been standing. Caleb fell behind me. I heard him call my name once. Then, nothing but the settling leaves. I kept running. Call me a coward if you want, but I wanted to live. I crawled inside a hollow log and curled up, shaking so hard I thought the damn forest would hear my bones rattling. That thing, that skunk ape, sniffed around for hours. I don't know if it couldn't find me or if it let me go. Just before dawn, it wandered back into the swamp. I didn't move until the sun warmed my face. The search party found pieces of my friends. Not much else. Sheriff said it was a bear. I tried to believe him, but the truth, it always comes back. And if y'all are camping out here tonight, you should know the rest. Because every year round, October, when the nights get long and the air turns sharp, that thing returns. Not for food, not for territory. For you, and every time I sit at a campfire like this, with good folks like you, I can feel it out there, listening, waiting. Trust me, it's closer than you think.
So, now you know Eli's truth. The sheriff called it a bear, but Eli still swears he sees those red eyes watching from the tree line every October. And just remember, the skunk ape hunts this time of year. So if you're camping anywhere near Florida's swamps, you might want to sleep with one eye open. If you're brave enough to hear the next story from the Fractured Mind, and you want more nightmares like this, hit that like button, share it with someone you want to scare, and make sure you subscribe. And if you're camping tonight, listen close, because out there in the dark, something might be listening.